Tyreek Hill is talking about the state of his quarterback, Tua. Here's a quote from this morning. I'm not going to lie, Joe Shad reports. When I saw Tua at the Pro Bowl, I was kind of scared. He was fat as shit. Is he taking Ozempic? Tyreek Hill questioned after noting that Tua looks great and is doing great. D-Butch, I'll ask you this question. Was there ever a worry that Tua was a little bit too comfortable? And what do you think Tyreek Hill is trying to say?
I mean, he said it. I mean, he's playing his day. But I love Tyreek Hill. Ever since he came over to Miami, he spoke glowingly about Tua. And I think when you speak like this, even in the media, it shows that they have a great rapport, great relationship. I was a little alarmed at some pictures I saw from a Tua meet and greet from a couple of days ago. Unrecognizable. But as long as Tua shows up, I'm sure that deal will get done.
A couple of days ago.
Which way? What are we talking about?
I mean, he was slim. He was clean as shit.
You weren't saying he was a big fat.
No.
I think you were saying he was a big fatso.
Yeah, so I think what Tyreek is saying, last year's Pro Bowl, he was fat as shit, Tyreek's word, and now he's in much better shape. So that's why he's questioning.
And what Tyreek is doing here is talking shit while complimenting a person.
Yep.
Which can happen. Yeah, that is something that can happen, believe it or not. A photo of Tua has just popped up on the screen here to the right, I think, from Mr. Hey, hair's out, jawline strong.
New sleeve?
Tua's looking for a new deal, too, potentially in here. Let's go. This is Tua football, baby.
He looks a little different without the facial hair.
We got to see the meet and greet picture.
They got to pay him, man. Aren't they? They're about to pay him, aren't they?
Yeah, he's up. I mean, Tyreek's going to need a new deal. They let Wilkins just walk out of that building, which nobody's talking about. Him and Max Crosby being next to each other next year for the Raiders is absurd to think about. Gumpy, whenever you hear this type of rapport from the Dolphins, especially with a couple guys that are potentially up for contract, I don't want to say disputes or negative reactions, got to be good about this Dolphins team. Remember, hung 70 on a team last year.
Yeah, like I said it at the end of last year, I know it didn't end how we wanted it to, but I do love this team. I love the players that we have. We also have $18 million more after the June 1st pass because X is off the paycheck there.
I believe we do have the meet and greet video from Tua at Macy's. Pause.
What is it? He does look different. What is
it? Pause. Okay, so can we zoom in a little bit?
He looks lean. He's definitely lean.
He does look lean. How happy he
I thought he might be the guy on the right for a second.
Look at those teeth.
Why do he wear his own jersey?
See, that's not him. He's the one on the left.
Our quarterback wouldn't do that, Nick.
Look at those teeth.
So I do love his teeth look great.
And the other sleeve.
Look how happy he looks. I mean, just everything here, makes me believe the Tua is in a great spot. In a great space. And remember, I believe what was reported is that they came back with the conclusion that it wasn't his body weight that was causing the potential concussions, it was how he was falling. So whenever he did jiu-jitsu last offseason, they realized that work, that paid off. You don't have to be 60 to 70 pounds overweight. You actually just need to know how to fall better. So now we're talking about potentially an explosive, a more reactionary Tua, maybe a mobile Tua around the pocket, expending time for those weapons that they have, Waddle and Tyreek. This could be great news for the Dolphins with how great Tua looks and how in good shape he is.
Kind of who he was in his early days at Alabama. He was more of a scramble, find guys quarterback, and then he had those injuries and he put some weight on. But if he gets back to those, that's a good looking Tua.
And nobody's talking about Tua to become the number one scrambling quarterback in the NFL. But if he can move, why not? And if he can still have that accuracy and able to do their thing, good luck to the Dolphins as you got a reborn Tua Tagovailoa, who's still going to be able to sling it no matter how thin he is. You would hope. I always thought if I lost my ass and I lost a bunch of weight, I wouldn't be able to kick a ball as far because that's more of a throwing. I think is a little different. I think he's still going to have the cannon. I assume he would still have the cannon. He might be the best version of himself that he's ever been, and that's certainly a worry for the rest of the NFL. What are they going to do on defense, though? What are they going to do on defense is going to be ultimately the question.